Yo, what's going on, boys? It's your big man back for another comic book video. And now today we have my first sort of review of a comic book, and that is starting mid with the new 50th anniversary Ghost Rider story arc. I don't know what they're going to do with it. If they're going to do anything like they did with the last one, they're going to release 7 of the issues and then just never release the last like 3, which I got a little bit of a problem with that because yeah, I'll save it for a minute. We'll get in here and start it. So pretty much what this book is it's a start with Johnny Blaze, the original Ghost Rider, who has died and gone to hell and then come back and got the Ghost Rider and then got rid of it, and then he's gone through a ton of stuff with this. But in this book, it starts with Johnny Blaze recently recovering from a motorcycle accident where he broke his head open, and now the demons are trying to fight in. And if you know, oh, come on, comic book's too big to show the cool art. You know the demon he is talking about. So this is, I'm not sure if this has any correlation with the last Ghost Rider run. They never finished it, and it looks like they just kind of started it fresh, because in that one, I believe Johnny Blaze was the King of Hell as the Ghost Rider. In this one, he got nothing to do with that, so I'm not sure. But from right now, it is Johnny Blaze suffering with hallucinations, weird visions, hearing voices, seeing demons all over the place. And I'm going to say it now, I think the concept for this is amazing. I think they did it. This is a really good start to it, because the concept of Johnny Blaze going in, getting injured, and then having to fight with hallucinations that could or could not be real. He doesn't really know. He's all on these drugs. My man's tripping balls. And you can't tell, like, the hallucinations. He sees the dog, that dog a demon. And I think the concept is super, super good. This is only issue 1. I don't know when the second issue comes out. So if I'm wrong with what I say, don't blame me, all right? This is whole series run. But the concept is super, super good. The way he's dealing with demons, you don't know if he's going crazy or if he's just seeing things, if he actually is turning into the Ghost Rider. And the art is pretty good in this book. I'm a big fan of it. It's more of a generic style, but when they kick it up with the demons and everything, it works better. Like, it makes them stick out a lot more. And a couple of things I wanted to say about it. The last Ghost Rider run, they just kind of stopped. They never really finished it. They released, I think, 7 issues, or they were on issue 7 was going to be released, and then they just kind of didn't release it. I think that was around the COVID baloney, so there's the explanation. But next, with the one big thing I do want to talk about, and you may be able to notice it as I'm flipping through, the amount of just sheer ads in this book is unbelievable. I'm pretty sure it's like a 40 page comic book. There's no actual number. But throughout the book, there are 13 ads, 13 whole pages of ads, and even the middle of your book is an advertisement. That's despicable. Like, that's my biggest problem with modern Marvel comics, is they keep cranking up the price tag on the books, and the only thing you're getting is more ads. I'm really, really not a fan of that whatsoever. I guess it's not the worst because the story is decent, but a large majority of the time the stories suck and then you're just swimming in ads. Like, look at, even my boy Carnage got an ad in this. I like Carnage and I'm upset. I'm not hyped with that. But continuing to swipe through, you can see, going from the ad, I think the one problem with this is they set up this really cool world with a really cool idea of Johnny Blaze tripping and hallucinating and everything. And I think the one problem is they don't let it sit enough. We don't really get introduced to the world. We don't really get to know the extent of it. We don't even have really the character of Johnny Blaze anymore. I don't think they gave us enough time to sit with the character and get to know him and see what his actual struggle is. Because as you can see, things are getting a little crazy. And then right away, let me just swoop a couple of pages here. Let me find what I'm looking for. Literally just a couple of pages later, Johnny Blaze is already the Ghost Rider again. So they introduced this super, super cool concept of, oh, Johnny Blaze, he's going crazy. Does he have the Ghost Rider? Does he not? Is it a hallucination? Is he just going crazy? Is it actually the Ghost Rider trying to fight out? And then they don't really give us any time to, I guess, sit with that and think about it, because immediately, pretty much right away, Johnny Blaze is back to the Ghost Rider. And on top of it, the worst part about it is it's not even the correct Ghost Rider. They gave Johnny Blaze the Danny Ketch Ghost Rider. Like, look, you can see him right there. They gave the Johnny Blaze Danny Ketch Ghost Rider. That's not incorrect. It's one of those little things. Like, if they knew it, if you know Johnny Blaze, he's always in the motorcycle suit. And I feel like if they were making Johnny Blaze the Ghost Rider again, like the classic Ghost Rider, no King of Hell or Crazy Demon Ghost Rider, then they should have just given him the classic design. I don't get why they had to change it from the classic. And on top of it, what they did with the Ghost Rider is incorrect. It could just be for the story, but the way the Ghost Rider works for Johnny Blaze specifically, let me pull up my... This is a nice art project. This is a school project. I'm pulling up my proof. But in the original Ghost Rider right here, this is Johnny Blaze original Ghost Rider. Whenever he turns into the Ghost Rider, he's still conscious. Like, he can still control himself. He talks. He actually has to put on a funny voice so that people don't understand it's Johnny Blaze behind it. And they don't do that in this. They made it so that the Ghost Rider is in complete control, which could just be for, like, just for the story. This part isn't something I'm totally mad about, because it could just be part for the story. Like, he says some things, like, I can't control what I've become. I can only observe it, like, or, let me see, I can't read it from that far away. It's this top panel right here. I can only observe it at... This is not good. This is making me seem illiterate. Let's see. I can't control what I've become. I can only observe it all distantly, like a horror film seen through a telescope. Maybe a cluster of demon broke my brain and his spirit tapping me in a sunlit prison. I can't even speak. And maybe a dark magician broke me out. So I'm not sure if what they're trying to say is that the Ghost Rider is not in complete control because of something else, or if, I don't know, maybe Johnny Blaze is letting the Ghost Rider take control. But in the original, Johnny Blaze is supposed to have complete control over the Ghost Rider, and he's supposed to he is the Ghost Rider. This is kind of turning into a Venom situation, where instead of Eddie Brock and the symbiote being Venom, it's Venom itself, the symbiote is Venom, and then Eddie Brock's a separate person, which I'm not a fan of. They're kind of taking all of this stuff and making it that, where as Johnny Blaze and the Ghost Rider are the same character, the same person, they do the same thing. They did that with Venom, where they were the same, they're one, and then they made them two separate people. They're doing the same thing with Ghost Rider, where instead of being Johnny Blaze, the spirit of vengeance, it's kind of Ghost Rider, and then Johnny Blaze is its own separate character. Now, the one thing they could be doing is this is how Danny Ketch Ghost Rider actually works. In the Danny Ketch books, oh yeah, there's another ad for you. But in the Danny Ketch books, the Ghost Rider is kind of a spirit kind of thing. And the way he works in that, pulling up the source material, is that when the Ghost Rider takes control, he can't control it. Like, Danny Ketch couldn't control the Ghost Rider when he gets it, but Johnny Blaze always did. So they could be either the people behind this don't really know the story of which one's which, and they're just kind of taking the generic Ghost Rider thing, where it's the most popular Ghost Rider, which I believe is the Danny Ketch one, is getting mixed up with the most iconic person behind the Ghost Rider, which is Johnny Blaze. So they're pretty much mixing it and messing up the story. But again, I gotta clarify though, that it could be not, like, that's not the point they're trying to go for. They could be they could be tripping me out right now where they're actually doing this on purpose, but I'm not sure if they are. That's the thing. They could be changing it so that the Danny Ketch Ghost Rider is just the Ghost Rider now, and it's not person by person like it was originally. But I'm not too sure. I'm not sure where they're gonna go with this. I think the next issue releases, let me check, what's the next date? Let's see. So today, this is going up on March 1st. This book is coming out, I don't know, it doesn't say. Though when the next book comes out, I'll talk about it. But you can even see on the variant cover for the next issue, or even just the regular cover, they gave Johnny Blaze the right suit. He has the motorcycle suit in this one, but in the actual book, they gave him that Danny Ketch Ghost Rider look. which it's really just confusing. I'm not sure, because Ghost Rider in the kind of recently in the movies and everything, he's been getting big and people have been hyping him up. And I kind of think this is just one of those, ooh, Ghost Rider's big, let's release a new story arc about him. 50 years too, what a coincidence. I feel like this is more, or it might be something like that. Because I'm not sure, I don't know, shout out to the people that worked on this book. I'm not specifically blaming them for it, but they just might not be taking this the right way. It might be like Venom, where it's someone who doesn't really know about the character is coming in there and then portraying it their own way, which I guess you can't be mad about because this character has been around for 50 years now. It would get a little stale. But I mean, for the true fans out there that have been waiting for an actual good Ghost Rider run, this sucks. Because the last one was a good Ghost Rider run, and they just canceled it. And the problem, too, with this, I feel, going back to the setting up the character, like, sitting with the character longer, we don't really know this Johnny Blaze. Like, I'm not sure, there's no way to tell if this is the same Johnny Blaze from that last book or not. So I'm not sure if this is the Johnny Blaze we know, if this is another universe's Johnny Blaze. I don't know what's going on here. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't really know how to end it out here because I'm just rambling at this point, but I feel like it needs to be said. Opening up to that ad every time is rough. I actually do like how the violence in this one is quite decent. There's not some pretty good gore, pretty decent demons getting beat up and stuff like that. The art is very good. And the writing itself, not bad. I think there's a lot of cool dialogue and a lot of trippy stuff where it's like someone will say something and you gotta be like, hold on, what? What did they just say? Or even looking in the background, like the painting changes every time. It's just cool stuff. Like the artists definitely put their heart into it because I like how they went for the everything's all regular and plain, fine, normal, generic style. And then once the demons start coming, it starts going bananas. So there is, I guess I'll leave some final thoughts on this thing for now because I've been rambling. I will say the book, it has potential. This could be a very, very good Ghost Rider run, or it could be very, very bad. Because I remember when they first announced it, it said something like it was going to be a Ghost Rider Spider-Verse where they're going to bring like, yo, I'm Danny Ketch Ghost Rider. All right, this is going to be bad. Yo, I'm Danny Ketch Ghost Rider. Yo, I'm Johnny Blaze. What's up, dog? And then they team up or something. Which that would make even less sense because then you'd pretty much have a bunch of the same Ghost Rider running around. But I don't know. It has a lot of potential. Issue 1, if you're a Ghost Rider fan, or even if you're not, this could be a good start. And it's not the worst start. Like, if you don't care about the Ghost Rider acting correctly or being the correct design per character, this is a decent start for Ghost Rider. Now, I'm not going to jump the gun and say it's amazing or terrible, so I'm just going to give it a 6 out of 10 right now. 6 out of 10, nice mid-grade. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Those are just my opinions on this book. I'm definitely going to be doing a couple more videos as they keep going, because why not? You know, this could be a great Ghost Rider run, or it could be Garboni. Either way, I'll be talking about it. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this comic video. I went through my whole list over here. I got pretty much everything I wanted to say. Really cool concept, excuse me. Ghost Rider isn't portrayed well. Kinda. It's not really the Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider, like I said. But yeah, once again, Marvel sucks for having so many ads in their books. Please, I'm not gonna buy any of that. Please stop putting it in my Ghost Rider. Unless it's more Ghost Rider or Carnage per se, don't put none of that garbage in there. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. The next video going up is probably going to be, you know what, I'll give you a little sneak peek. It may be a review of these dogs, Bebop. And hold up, Bebop and Rocksteady, let's go. All right, that's the next video. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.